Sylvia Tremore Morrison, and I am America's first African American woman of color, female impressionist in the history of this great nation. I think it's still great. I hope it's still great. I have been in the business for quite a while, and I'm also the first Black female associate writer for Saturday Night Live. Not to mention that Red Fox was my first manager. I toured with Whitney Houston in 23 cities. If I can just bring my career up to date, Monique was the comic who I went to see out in Vegas when she had a residency out there. And we hit it off so well, she invited me to come back for 6 additional shows on her residency. And it was like such an honor, because while I was there, George Wallace happened to walk in the door of her residency and invited me to come back to Maryland, where he was performing that upcoming week. And I did. I went up to Maryland to perform with him, and he ended up taking me on the road as his opening act and his featured act, or however you want to call it. And it's been quite a journey. I'm a former Miss Black America. I tied for first place with Bernadette Sanders, who many of you will remember as Thelma from Good Times, and tied for first place. She ended up going to Good Times. I ended up going to Europe to entertain the American troops from the Vietnam War. What a time that was. Oh my God, what a time that was. And then I got called into, Richard Pryor was supposed to host the Muhammad Ali roast. It was one of the biggest roasts ever in the history of roast. And he called the day of the roast and said he couldn't make it. And it was being produced by Dick Gregory, which I thought was, wow. You know, Dick Gregory, Muhammad Ali, Richard Pryor, all these guys on the same stage. And, oh, Rachel. Okay, I need to see what you're doing, so I'm gonna hurry up and finish this.